Well, hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliana, and I know this will not be a book review as I have said in my last video, because I figured that it's time, isn't it? Mariah Carey said so, so it's time. So I want to bring you today a book gift guide for these upcoming commemorations. I don't know if you commemorate Christmas or not, but if you do, I hope this will be helpful if you want to gift a book. If you don't commemorate Christmas, well, you can get from here some suggestions to gift someone in any other commemoration, like a birthday or something. So let's begin, shall we? So I have 8 books to show you and to suggest to you in this book gift guide. So this isn't in any particular order, so I piled them. I'm just going to talk about them a bit. So beginning with The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. This book will follow a family, so this will be divided by chapters. In some way it will accompany one specific character at a time. As long as you read the book, you really cannot say which one is the main character, but I suppose that we can say that the twins, that are a couple, so a boy and a girl, will be the center of the plot or the background of the plot, and then from their story other characters around them will be talked about. We'll get to know them better. This book is very layered. This will talk about the castes or the castes system in India, and how that affects the lives of people that live there. This book is more a drama, so get prepared for it. And if you know someone that enjoys those type of stories, and very intricate and beautiful at the same time, but very sad, lovers that cannot be together, siblings that fall apart, but that's because of some event that happened when they were just children. So, and some funny, I hope I'm not being misunderstood, but something that I found curious about this book is the way that is not a linear narrative. So something and some character and some event will be presented to you, and you, at the time you are reading, will not figure out the importance of what you have read. So you have to read the book till the end so you can get the full picture and really understand what each character was passing through and what happened really, and the true meaning will only be revealed at the end of the book. Although said, as I said, this is not boring or type of plot, narrative, writing, you name it. So this is emotional. So if you know someone who enjoys those type of stories, there will go. Another one is Memoirs of Adrian by Marguerite Yourcenar. So as I explained in my book review, I thought this was really an autobiography by the Roman Emperor Adrian, but it's not. It's a fictionalized autobiography, or not really autobiography. Well, in a way it is. by this author, Marguerite Yourcenar. So this is a long letter, as you can see, imaginated by Marguerite. It was written by the Emperor Adrian in his last days of life to his successor Marcus Aurelius. So the point of this book is to pass the testimony to the next emperor. And the way that she writes is magnificent. And I think that although this has a profound and very well done, as I read, not because I'm an expert on the subject, but as I have read about this book, Marguerite did a very deep dive in research about the life of Emperor Adrian. So the things that he will be telling Marcus Aurelius in his autobiography, so the memories of his life and the battles that he passed by and the lovers that he had and the relationships that he cultivated and the politics that he wanted to impose and to get done during his reign. So everything that she talks about, it has a base in real facts, but I think that if you know someone who loves complex writing and enjoys the art of writing and therefore reading, and enjoys linguistics and even grammar or complex constructions of phrases or phrasal construction, should I say. So if you think that it's a more depth person, or even if it is a Roman Empire self-taught or has an interest in the Roman Empire, I think this will be a good book to gift. So there we go. Then I have two books that I think that are related in some aspects that I read at the beginning of this year, and they talk about, so this first one, they are both non-fiction. One is about radium and the unlikely history of radium, as it is in the subtitle. The main title is Half-Lives. This is by Lucy Jane Santos. So this will give you a chronology in terms of history since the start of some findings as X-rays and then radium, as it's the main point of this book. And it will give you a overview, because as you can see this is not very long, but it's information packed, and it will talk about the main scientists who were involved in the discovery and then perfection it of the analysis of radium. It will talk about the applications that radium had in daily life and the consequences of that same exact thing. So this will be very, very fun. So if you know someone who loves nonfiction and is curious about history, it's not in depth, but is not also, but you will get information from this. So if you know someone who is a curious person, this will be a very, very good choice. Then in this segment, I have Madame Curie by Eve Curie. So this is a biography by the youngest daughter of Marie Curie. So in this book, Eve will talk about the life of her mother since she was a child till her death. So this will not really bring up memories from the perspective of Eve. In some aspects, I suppose we can say she does that, but it's very impersonal, you know what I mean? So I loved the writing and I loved to know more about this personality, so intriguing and important in our history, right? In science. You know, as this one, you could do a combo or you could choose between the two. If you know someone who is curious, particularly in Marie Curie, there you go. Then if you want something that is more rapid to read, or if you think that, I don't know, maybe the person is in a reading slump or something, and you want to gift a book that is like short stories or novellas, so more segmented stories that are more dynamic and it will go as a breeze, as you can see. I'm talking about Amok and Other Stories by Stefan Zweig. I think, yeah, this will be a great gift because, as I explained in my review video, I won't give you many details because these are novellas, so they are really short, and the common thing between every single one of these novellas is that you start with certain characters, but you soon will figure out that the main characters are not the ones with whom you start with. So that was kind of funny. I really enjoyed it. And the writing of Stefan Zweig, as I have already read from him, Marie Antoinette, a biography, I loved it. And I loved this one too. If you have watched some of my videos, I have talked about this before, but I don't really think that I enjoy short stories or that I'm the type of person that has fun reading short stories or novellas even. But with this one, I loved it. It was awesome. And I was very surprised and in a positive way, and I have another book from this author in my shelves, or in my shelf, and I really want to read it. So Stefan Zweig, I suppose it's a well-known author even today, but perhaps for someone you will get, it will be a novelty. So who knows. Then I have here Gates of Fire by Stephen Pressfield. So it talks about the Battle of the Thermopylae. So this is the famous 300 of Sparta. So the Spartans against the Persian Empire. This is a fiction book, so a historical fiction, and is phenomenal as well. It's very, if you know the history of the 300 of Sparta, you know how it's going to end, but still you want a different ending and you feel it that something else will happen. But this is so fun to read. Again, sad, but this will do a nod to the Spartan women at the end of the book, that I thought it was so beautiful, and the reflection that I never had stopped to think about. And I think the perspective that the author gives to this book and in that particular point is very poignant and very very respectful. Yeah. So if you know someone who likes history as well, or battles, or this will talk about with very detailed, with many details about the war in itself, but this is through a perspective of a slave that lives in Sparta. So it has a little twist in that kind of way, but till the end you will be cheering for these characters, and it's just, you will be in awe, you or the person that you give this for. And last one, Christmas, A History by Judith Flanders. So the title says it all, the cover says it all. This will go through as well a chronology in history about the different types of traditions. This will reflect mainly traditions around the United Kingdom, but this will also talk about Christmas and traditions that became popular in the West. So I'm talking about Germany, Netherlands, Denmark, UK, United States, Canada, so, you know, Europe and North America. And it will talk about, you know, the gastronomy, even the wrapping paper that now we use all the time. In the perspective of history, this is a very interesting book. I'm finding that non-fiction is kind of my special place to, you know, be light up, you know. So I think if you are thinking of someone that you would enjoy, well, it doesn't have to be someone that is a Christian or a Christian even. You know, if it's just a curious person and an open person to other kind of cultures and traditions, and he wants or she wants to know more about it, I think this will be a wonderful gift. So, and it's really fun, I assure you. So go for it. And there we go. This is all the suggestions that I had to give you today. I hope this season will go well and for all of you, and you will commemorate together with your family. That's what I'm going to do. So, and that's why I love this time of year. Let me know if you have any recommendation, or if you have gifted someone a book in particular and the person loved it. I would really love to know as well. And also you can help other people with more suggestions to add from these 8 books that I talked to you about today. And you know, we can help each other. So please leave those comments down below, and I will see you on the next